Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I would like to share with you the process of renovating our current kitchen. So we bought this house about 5 years ago, and it's a pretty old house. It was built in the 1960s, and when we moved in, we did have to remove the existing carpet and putting a new oak hardwood floor. Remove all the existing doors and replacing them with solid core wood doors. Remove all of the textured popcorn ceilings. Repaint the whole house. So the list goes on, and one of the area that we like to renovate right in the beginning is the kitchen, but we haven't had a chance to do so until now. So the kitchen area has an existing 80s vibe laminate countertop with no backsplash. Starting pretty much from today, we're gonna try to install a quartz countertop and also putting like a new subway tile backsplash to kind of brighten up the space a little bit. So this video is mainly is a documentations of that process, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. And as always, please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. So here is the process of renovating our current kitchen. Alright, let's go! So as I said, our laminate countertop screams the 80s. So we have picked a simple off-white quartz countertop from a local distributor. As you might know, quartz is heat resistant, durable, and has low maintenance compared to other products. The first thing I need to do here is to remove the oak wood trims, making room for the quartz countertop and quartz overhang edges. This process is pretty simple. All you need is a hammer and a chisel, or in my case a flathead screwdriver. It took me about 30 minutes or so to remove all the trims. So after removing all the trims, I used a sanding block to remove all the splinters along the edges. I then covered the edges with a painter's tape. I have a small child at home, so I wanted to protect the edges while waiting for the countertop to be installed. Step 2. Removing the existing kitchen sink. I was originally planning to do this part myself, but work has been busy lately, so we decided to hire a local Vietnamese plumber who we worked with in the past. Plus, we feel good about supporting minority-owned small local businesses. The current sink is ceramic glaze cast iron, so it is pretty heavy. So please make sure you have at least 2 people to remove it if you have this type of sink in your house. Step 3. Quartz countertop install. The countertop contractor went to our house a few days prior to measure the existing countertop and made a template for the new one. Since the laminate countertop works as a good substrate layer, the quartz countertop can be adhered directly on top. However, if your laminate or plywood substrate isn't in a good condition, I would recommend you to replace it with a new layer of plywood. Another option you would have is to pick a 4 or 3 cm thick quartz that could be adhered directly to the cabinet boxes, as long as you don't have a countertop overhang more than 12 inches. And here's the quick time lapse of when the countertop being installed at our house. And you can tell that when the quartz countertop installed, it already brightens up our kitchen quite a bit already. Step 4. So the next day, the same plumber helped us with the installing the kitchen sink and garbage disposal and tying all the plumbing together. Step 5. Tiling Backsplash. Prior installing the Backsplash, I went into our 3D modeling program to lay out the tiles and spacing to see which tiling pattern would work best. Between running bond and stacking bond, I am leaning toward stacking bond for a simpler look. And also I decided to go with a 1/16" spacer between the tiles. So here you can see I'm trying to do a mock-up of the tiles. So the tiles I pick are Subway, but the dimensions are around 3 by 12, so a little bit longer than a normal Subway tile that you typically see. But my idea is to do a stack bond so that the tile would end nicely where it hits the cabinets on both sides, so there's no weird little tiles chunks at the end when it goes up. So yeah, as I said, make sure you line up where the tiles are before adhering them to the walls. Last time while tiling our bathrooms, I had to rent a wet saw from Home Depot. However, this time around, with the power of Amazon, I have decided to buy a very affordable, about $100 wet saw. Let's see if this meets my expectations. For this backsplash, I will use a white Schulter, and that's the hard word, Schulter. A white Schulter edge to create a clean edge for the tiles. Since I have a small area of tile to work with, I went with a premix thin set that you can find from Home Depot or Lowe's. To spread the thin set, I use a 1/4" square notch trowel. So once I'm in the zone tiling, things go pretty fast, and I would say the most tricky things about cutting the tile would be around the area of the outlets and the windowsill. But with a wet saw, any cut is possible. I also use a small rubber mallet to set the tiles in place. So voila, after a few hours of zoning into cutting tiles and putting them together, this is the final product. Step 6. Grouting. My tool for this task include a grout sponge, a grout float, and a bucket of water. And please make sure you work in sections and clean up right after. The grout dries up pretty fast. So after about 1 full week of work, our kitchen has a new look. Here is the full view of the kitchen. So our next step for this renovation project is to sand and paint the oak cabinets since they kind of overdue for a makeover. Hey everyone, thanks again for watching this video. I hope you find it interesting. And if you do, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. And also let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So I'll see you on the next video, and as always, have a good one wherever you are. See ya, bye.